I hope Ben knows we can't hear him.
Is he talking?
Apparently.
Oh yeah! I put the mute button on.
I saw we were live and you were like doing your intro stance with your leaning over and stuff, and I'm like, blah, blah, blah.
I hope that makes it to the final cut.
It'll probably make it to the end of the
That's
podcast.
the intro.
That's usually what I do.
Oh, I just hope the intro of the podcast, when you download it, is just 30 seconds of silence.
And James still isn't paying attention to the fact that the show is now live and on the air without his lower thirds in the corner. Because
I don't think he cares.
That's like that's a I have no more fucks to give face.
Yeah,
right there.
It is.
I ran out of them at work today.
Oh, James. It's funny. All right. I'm going to try this intro thing again. Okay?
All right, you got it?
I think I do.
You need help? You need a script?
The light is not red and blinking. It's just red, which I believe means that everyone can hear me.
Ben, I can't hear you.
Okay.
Just kidding.
All right. Are you guys ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah,
What?
I'm ready.
Huh?
I think he's screwing with us again.
He's fucking around.
I think he's fucking one on. Yeah.
It's another ridiculous night as my round table joins me.
Happy
and-
birthday!
Woo!
Happy birthday.
Are we actually singing the whole thing?
Yeah.
James can. Keep going,
Happy
James.
birthday to you, Ben. Happy
Really?
birthday to you.
Voice of angels right there.
Yeah, no shit.
Silky
That's
smooth.
gorgeous.
People
Ben,
are going to be
where are your
crying. What?
You're your lower thirds.
Mine literally must have just disappeared because it was there 2 seconds ago.
That's what happened last time, apparently, too.
Oh, jeez. What's going on?
Yeah,
It's
this
falling apart.
has been a really great start, everyone.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's been so great. I'm gonna start it again.
I feel like that's happening more and more every week.
Wow, he's not going to use the birthday start.
I'm not.
We planned that just for you.
Wow. I'm insulted, Ben.
Okay, fine. We're just gonna start the show then, everyone, because
Do it.
somebody doesn't seem to think that the intro is important.
We've already
I
killed
think
90
it's
seconds
I think it's pretty important to honor the birthday wishes of a few friends.
of your friends on your birthday.
On
Yeah,
your
your
birthday,
friends
yeah.
get the wishes on your birthday. That's how it goes, right?
It's like an Italian mob boss's daughter's wedding.
Right, Kenny. Just like that. In fact, just like that.
Exactly.
Okay. So, guys, it's episode 46 this week.
Hot
Whoa.
damn.
Can you
Cool.
believe we've almost been doing this an entire year?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think November, the first week in November is our 1 year anniversary.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, we have absolutely nothing planned for it.
So
Sorry.
it-
We'll think of
Well,
something.
that's
We
good.
all-
So then you'll just be like, it'll just be like a TV show, like 100 episode anniversary. You just can take
Oh,
a
we
bunch
should
of
have
clips
reunion.
from a
We
bunch
should
of
get back
other.
the whole old crew, the original cast, and just do a whole reboot. That's what I say.
Okay. I'm glad we had this talk, guys. So this
Actually,
week,
that would be funny, a clip show.
oh yeah, that'd be great. It's and it wouldn't be difficult work for anyone except for the person that has to go through and put all the videos together.
I'm glad I'm not that editor.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
He's
Me
probably
too.
an asshole
Woo!
anyway.
Oh, fuck you guys.
Everyone's getting promotions at 52 weeks.
Yeah, that's where I sit down and we have your guys' annual reviews, and you get your 3-cent raises, which means you're going to start getting paid 3 cents a year.
It's not on time. I'm putting in a grievance with my union.
Fuck you, Kenny. You guys can't unionize on me.
Watch me try.
So, every week, the show begins with a topic that we call, What Are You Doing With Your Life? So let's actually have a portion of the show be a real portion of the show.
I mean, you don't want to get 2 minutes into it and then just start talking about Destiny for 15 minutes like
Yeah,
the
no
last 3
kidding.
weeks?
Yeah.
Which
Well,
we
everyone-
could do. We could do that.
We've all been playing a lot of Destiny. You guys just did a raid run without me because you hate me.
Or because you bailed on plans that were made a week ahead.
Yeah, well.
Let's go sell a car. Asshole.
6 in one hand, half dozen another.
Yeah. So, Nikki,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing with your life?
What have I been doing with my life this week? Not very much of anything. G and I tried to play Resident Evil 6 again the other day, because you can play it with Leon and the girl, and then you can play it with Chris and the other dude. And we played with Leon and the girl a while ago, so we're trying to play through Chris and the other guy's story. And I forget how fucking terrible that game is.
Is it really that bad?
So horrible. So we have a copy of our friend.
Is 6 the one where it looks like there's the kid giving a giraffe a blowjob on the cover?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's 5.
That's it. No, that's 6. Is it? I don't know. I don't even care.
You know what? I'll go with James on this one, because when it comes to giraffes giving kids blowjobs, I have to refer to James's expert opinion.
No, you're right. You must know all about that.
I was wrong. It is 6.
James was wrong. Yes.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's a horrible, horrible, horrible game. So we're trying to play on my PlayStation 3 and his PlayStation 3, and like play online together, so we can each have a huge screen. And every about 2.5 minutes or so, it would kick one of us off, so we'd have to start over again.
Oh, fantastic.
And, yeah, like 12 times. And by the end of it, I almost broke one of the controllers. I'm like, I'm not fucking playing with this game with you anymore unless we do it on one TV, and I don't give a shit if it's the tiny little screen where if you want to play it, that's how we're going to play it. And then we played for like an hour, and it's still just horrible. Like, the mechanics are just really bad. The storage system's really bad. It's just a bad game.
It's just a bad game. I heard in that game you can it has the aiming and the looking inversions completely separate from each other.
Yeah, it's separate. And trying to fix them is ridiculous, because it like their icons are really weird, and they're put in weird areas, and it's in a circle. You have to click this way and click that way. It's like
and you can't pause the game.
Yeah, you can't pause it if you're playing online, and then it's a game trying to get the game to play right. So you spend like the first 45 minutes trying to figure everything out. It's just a horrible game.
Well, I'm glad you're playing it.
Yeah, so we tried that for a while, and that's about it. And then I started season 2 of House of Cards today. So,
Cool stuff.
Pretty good.
show.
Still have not seen a single episode of that.
What?
It's not bad.
Not bad? Okay.
Not bad. I mean, it's something intriguing to watch, but I can't watch it if I'm trying to fall asleep, or because I'll miss everything. So.
It's usually what happens when you're sleeping.
Well, it's like if I put that 70s show on, I can watch it and not pay attention and fall asleep. But this is a show that you want to pay attention to, So I can't watch it a lot because I usually turn on TV.
Usually I only watch shows that I want to pay attention to.
No,
Yeah.
not me.
I'm just going to throw that out there. Just saying.
You're not living life to the fullest then?
Yeah, apparently not. Kenny,
Yes.
what have you and that gorgeous beard been doing this week?
Oh, it's been doing a couple of things. First, been playing a lot of Destiny. A lot of
way.
Destiny. I am now level 28. So,
What character are you rolling?
A warlock.
Yeah. Well, are you a sun singer or whatever the other one's called?
Void Caller.
Void Caller.
Singer.
Sun singer.
Coming back to life.
Will you sing me a song of the sun right now?
Later maybe. I'm not feeling it. The sun's not out anymore, so I can't really do that for you.
But you're a sun singer. You bring the sun with your voice.
I can't do that. I'm sorry. So I've also been I watched Gotham, the first 2 episodes of Gotham yesterday.
What do you think?
Absolutely. I really like it. Now, I think I never like it when a TV show that is already based on something takes an existing story and ties in all the other characters into it.
Yeah.
Like the way, like at the very beginning of Gotham, where like apparently now Catwoman as a girl saw the death of the Waynes, and how who else is tied, like just how they've tied in all the other bad guys and stuff. That irks me a little bit.
Yeah. So I have a few issues with Gotham as well. I'm holding out hope that it's going to be an awesome show,
Well, I really like everything. A lot of other things they've done in the show, and the overall style of the show is really cool. So that's why I'm hoping it's gonna be a good show.
They picked the creepiest fucking penguin.
They did.
I love it. I love him. He looks awesome.
Like their pick. It is a very good pick.
Like, I mean, he is the villain that I can get behind. What bothers me is they call Pamela Isley Ivy as a little kid.
Yeah, that one really bothered me.
That doesn't bother me as much as they're calling Selena Kyle Cat. They're just straight calling her Cat. Like, in case you didn't get that she's Catwoman already, they're calling her Cat.
That's two issues.
That doesn't bother me as much.
Oh, see, both of them really bother me. It's just like her name is not Ivy, like, and her name's not Cat, like.
Hand in hand with what I was saying earlier. That was
her name's not Cat, but she likes to be called Cat, and she grows up to continue liking being called Cat. So, you know, that's.
I get it. I understand. I get it. That's clever. That's really clever.
Thank you.
I almost forgot James was on the podcast.
The show, but I really like who they picked for Gordon.
Oh
love
yeah,
him.
no, I love Ben McKenzie. He's
such a good actor, and he's adorable too, which makes it great.
Harvey is awesome.
Yeah, they picked a really good.
Yeah, like that dynamic is really good. How they set that up. Who else? I really like who they picked for Draconi.
Falcone.
I'm sorry, I'm tired.
I don't like the character of Fish Mooney. I don't
like the character, but I like the actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like regardless of how they deal with the Batman lore, like I like the show itself. If it wasn't Batman characters, like it'd be a good cop show. So it's kind of like even if they do the Batman characters wrong, I kind of just look past it because I'm liking the show as it is anyway.
Well, and I also like how they're setting up young Bruce Wayne. Like even
that
showing
kid
like,
is awesome.
He is, and like just mentally what he's going through, even in these first 2 episodes, like you can see how they've tied in things are forming, and they're not doing it too quickly. Like now, he's just testing himself.
See, I think that's not a great thing. Like he's moving so quick into testing his fear that it's too fast. He should still be like in mourning over his parents, right? Like we shouldn't see too much of him until he gets a little bit older.
But even in the comics, he doesn't. He gets kind of right into things.
Yeah, like it's following the lore.
I also like Alfred is kind of a hard ass in this.
He is. Yeah.
But I don't want to get into too many Gotham spoilers.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the show did just start. It's two episodes in. Regardless of what anyone says, you should watch the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
Form your own opinion on it. I am erring on the side of caution. I don't know if this show is going to be great or if it's going to be another Birds of Prey.
Nothing can be as bad as Birds of Prey.
You never know, okay? You never know. You haven't read some of the news for this week, Nikki. Trust me, when we get to the news quiz, you're going to be pulling your hair out.
I think it's going to do well. I think it is.
Yeah.
I think they're going to pull it together in stride.
Well, it's also Fox, so...
That's true.
We all know how well Fox does with things. Anyways, James.
Yo.
What have you been doing with your life?
Well, so this week I listened to this podcast. I started getting back into podcasts. I think you guys would like it. It's got this...
Is it called Riddickulous Rants? Because that is a pretty damn good show.
It is, and I listened to it thinking, you know what, I wasn't on last week. I'll give it a listen. 2 minutes in. 2 minutes in. James and Nikki won't listen to this show. Let's say whatever the hell we want about them.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to it.
We were right about Nikki.
Yeah, we were right about Nikki.
I have too many podcasts and not enough time.
Sad, because the entire last 5 minutes of the show are all about her.
Excuse me while I go listen to it.
To get her to listen to that episode, and apparently she didn't. So
Look,
whatever.
I listen to the show every week so I can figure out what's going wrong. Each week, I knew for a fact that none of you guys listen to the show. So I was like, the person's not here. I can talk whatever I want about that person.
You're gonna get a big ol' email tonight.
Yeah,
No,
see,
I'm not.
seeing as how I had to tell you about it, I'm not really sure you get a whole lot of, I don't know, leeway with that one, Nikki.
Yeah, guys, remember, hashtag dumb Bane for Nikki.
Yeah.
Damn it. I might just ditch your idea and go with my brand new Harley Quinn one-piece suit
Oh my
that I'm ordering.
God.
Oh, it's amazing.
Which one of the three, Nikki? Which one
All
of the
three?
three? All three of them? All at
I'm
once?
buying all three of them,
I
but I'm
know.
talking about the one
She'll
piece.
rotate costumes as the day goes on.
Yes.
Do it.
Every hour on Extra Life, I will be changing into a new Harley Quinn outfit. I've got
Do you
4.
have? Oh, okay. I was going to ask if you had 24 of them because that
No,
that would be impressive.
I'll just rotate through
And a
different.
little worrisome.
Yeah.
Well, I have one, but I'm gonna buy these other 3 pieces. So
It's going to be a
Lots of
quick
Harley
deadline for
coming
me
up.
to have to turn around and make a costume for Ivy. Are we making or?
So
are we
I
making or buying?
I have my costume ready.
That I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I'm determined. We're going to get that $1,000.
Anywho, so
Ben,
apart
what?
from that, of course, I've been playing Destiny.
What's Destiny, James?
We tried to do the raid, which was fun. A little hair pulling, but it's fun. I also got this game for free from Colin Moriarty. He did like
Who's
a
that?
random. He's at IGN.
Oh,
Did he happen to be a guest about 3 weeks back?
I
4
think he
weeks back?
was. I think he was. And as a thank you for the
Nice
code,
man.
I invited him back on, but he didn't reply. He was too busy doing his trivia thing, I'm sure. But like I just like looked over to my Twitter feed, and the latest one was like, the trivia for JRPGs is going to be soon. You can get a code for this game. I was like, well, I have no idea what game he's talking about, but I do like to try to win.
I like winning things.
So
winning things is awesome.
very first question was Kenny. You'll probably get this right away. Who kidnaps Celeste thinking that she's someone else?
In Final Fantasy.
What are we talking? Final
In
Fantasy?
Final Fantasy VI, who kidnaps Celeste thinking she's someone else?
I can't remember. I haven't played Final Fantasy in so
That's
long.
That's her. It's right after the opera scene.
That's right.
So I got it right with like the second place person half a second behind me. So I was like, cool. So it's I'm still trying. I think it might have been this RPG that was on the Genesis, and they've remade it, but with like updated music and updated graphics. And so far I'm like 3
What's it
hours
called?
into it, and it's
What's
pretty
it called,
good.
James?
Pier Solar, like fishing pier, solar.
Oh, cool.
The Architects of the Galaxy or the World, something like that. But it's pretty fun. The music's good. I like it.
Awesome.
So having no idea what I was getting into, I was just like, free game, sweet.
Cool. And then I've had a pretty laid back week. Definitely played some Destiny. I also,
What's that, man?
it's this game.
Yeah.
It's only on the PC actually. You can only play Destiny on the PC. No, but I also read this week on Wednesday the new Thor comic came out.
Oh yeah. How's that?
The first issue with the female Thor coming out, and it's not bad. I'm not a Thor fan, but I wanted to be a part of comic book history, so
Right.
I'm reading it.
Are you writing? You're writing a comic? Oh, okay. You're reading it.
Yeah. Shut up, Kenny. And that's pretty much all the nerdy things.
Cool.
All things nerdy in my life this last week.
Wow.
Shall we?
Cool.
So this week we had a pretty. I'm excited about this week's topic. We're talking about video game series this week. Particularly, we're going to talk about it in 3 stages. We're going to talk about series that should never end. We're going to talk about series that should have ended a long time ago. And we're going to talk about series that we wish would keep going. Okay? Starting with the series that we think should never end. I want to throw a series out there.
I can't imagine.
Throw it, Ben.
I
Throw
can't
it
imagine
across
what
the
Ben's
room.
gonna pick. I got no clue. What could it be, Ben? What could be the game?
I think the Batman Arkham games should never end because,
I thought he'd say.
yeah, I know, James. I like to surprise you sometimes. No, but those games are so freaking good, and we're coming up on the third one soon, or I guess the fourth one, but really the third one made by Rocksteady. And I can't wait for it. Nikki, doesn't Arkham Knight just look gorgeous?
Oh yeah, it looks fantastic. I'm excited.
You really sound it.
Yeah, I can tell.
I mean, no, yeah, I'm really excited for it. I just, there's other series. I love Batman, but I don't know.
Are you telling me that you want the Arkham series to end?
No,
I think that's what she's
but there's
saying, Ben.
there's another
think
series
that's what-
that I would more likely choose to go on longer.
Come on, I mean, we could have a Batman Beyond Arkham. That would be pretty awesome.
You could call it Batman Beyond.
Arkham.
Ooh.
Beyond. I don't know. See, I like it, but there's just so much Batman media that I can consume that is available to me. So it's kind of like if the video games ended, I'd be like, okay. I still have the TV shows and the movies and all that kind of good stuff.
Oh man, all those animated movies that keep coming out are so awesome too.
Yeah, they are.
Did you see Assault on Arkham?
Yes.
That
Super good. Harley's amazing.
Not a whole lot of Batman in it, but
Well, that's what I liked, is that it was more about the bad guys. You were rooting for bad guys, which was great.
it was an altogether really, really awesome movie. And they brought a bunch of like Easter eggs and story plots from the Arkham Asylum game that just made it even better.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about Arkham Knight. I want to drive that Batmobile around. I want to beat the shit out of people.
I have a feeling the Batmobile part is the part that I'm not gonna like, but it could turn on me like the Assassin's Creed with the boat did.
Yeah,
like,
I
looked
was
at
gonna
it
say,
and I'm
it's
like, fuck
Assassin's
that boat.
Creed, that boat.
Yeah. And with the third one, I was like, fuck that boat. I hate that boat. But now with the fourth one, I really like the boat. So we'll see what the car does. Maybe the car in this one's gonna be a piece of shit, and then the car in the next one might be really good. Or
Yeah. So, James.
Yo.
What series do you want to never end?
I don't know. I feel like every good game series needs to end, because if you just drag it out on and on and on, eventually it's going to lose its flavor. Like
You
how
either
I
die a
felt,
hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
kind of. So in thinking that there's like what game gets better with time or stays consistent as age goes on, and it boils down to there's only one game series I can think of, and that's You Don't Know Jack. Because this is a trivia comedy kind of game that stays relevant to pop culture and stuff like that all the time. They started way back in the PlayStation 1, have gone through every generation since, but now it's like a social media kind of game. So on Facebook, or you can just download the app and play on your own. And then they update new episodes all the time, and it stays relevant. So that would be my pick for what game series should never end. Something that needs time to stay relevant.
The award for very little known game goes to James.
It's not a very little known game.
It's not super popular, which is a shame because it's hilarious. The writers were brilliant, but it's not like rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping for something better from you, James.
Well, I mean, the only other series I
Aren't we
think
all?
I would love more and more and more of nonstop would probably be Phoenix Wright games.
Oh man, that is a good call. I fucking love the Phoenix Wright games.
And the way the last one ended, it's like it was digital to America. But then there's DLC that you can get, and the DLC, like there's at the time I looked it up, there was only one set out, but it was like 2 extra court cases for like $4, which I thought was like that's an amazing deal.
It's like half the game again for $4.
Yeah. So if they release it like that, then yes, the game can stay very relevant and make a lot more money.
Those games are amazing, and I mean for any age child, I think
Yeah. There's
Um,
innocent, but sometimes very clever humor, and sometimes there's just goofiness all the time, and it's cool to think about and whatnot. So I
and
love
and they're really good at the puns, and I love puns.
Yeah, people's names are typically pretty great too.
Yeah. No, I love a good pun, especially a name pun.
Like Riddickulous.
Yeah, name puns.
Like what the hell's going on with your camera right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying new things. Okay.
Don't.
Goodness.
Thanks, James. Thanks, Kenny. Are there
Yes.
any series of games that you want to never end?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'll probably get some shit for this, but I'm gonna have to say Assassin's Creed.
Yay, my best friend! Don't get shit for that. That was my answer too.
Yeah, like I just look at all the games that I play that are in series, and I really think that it the stories can just continue and they'll always be interesting because you're going through history. There's so many interesting points in history to go to that I mean they can make so many more games, and each game will be just at least storyline wise be completely different and completely unique.
And it's like
And
you're
so
only following one person each time. So it's like you have so many people throughout history. You could even do the same game on two different people seeing both of their different sides of the story. Like, if you
you
want to do it
can,
that
but
way.
I don't even think you have time for that.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, you wouldn't need to do that, but in case they made way too many, like, you could start doing that if it came down to it. There's just so many possibilities, and it's just a great game to play anyway.
My
Yeah.
gripe with that is every once in a while there's going to be a 3.
Yeah.
And-
it's gonna be like that with most games.
Every series.
If they make what how many games did they make before 3? 1, 2, 3,
4, 5?
4 games
5?
before 3?
So Assassin's Creed 1,
Yep.
2,
No,
Revelations, or something, and then Revelations. Brotherhood
Something.
and
And then there
Revelations.
was that one mobile game, or was
There
it?
was
Yeah.
the
There's also
the
Assassin's Creed
Liberations,
Liberation.
and they
there's-
also made a 3DS game. Not a 3DS game, a DS
So-
game.
So if on average every 1 out of 5 games is gonna be kind of crappy, I think that's a pretty
Final
good
Fantasy?
average.
Yeah.
1 out of 5.
Well,
I mean, come on.
I mean, well, no. I mean, if you look at the Final Fantasy archives that we all learned from James when we played trivia,
But
that
there's
there
like
are
97 of them.
there's like 70 games. But if you just go by the American released games, yeah, it's kind of stacking against them. So I think at 1 out of 5, 6 games is
Here's the thing with that. I would either say you can look at it the way with Assassin's Creed, where the majority of them are just good, and you've got like a 4 in 5 chance to make a great game with those. Like just take a gamble to pick one, fine. Or you can look at it with Final Fantasy or even like Call of Duty, or like compare Call of Duty games to what they used to be, or Medal of Honor, and you got like good World War II classical history sort of stuff, and to what they become. And at that point, it's no longer okay, bunch all the series together. How many are good or bad? It's like no, the series has completely shifted feels.
But I mean, what you're doing is picking out a flaw that in modern like those games have. I mean, it's a shooter game,
I'm
so
not
they
gonna
really
call it
can't
a
go
flaw.
that far
I
back.
wouldn't say it's a flaw.
They
Because
started with World War II, and you can only move up so far from there. Whereas
I know
Assassin's
that.
Creed,
Trust me. The historical aspect is not it's not my gripe here. My
No.
gripe is what was it like to play those games? It felt like you're in a war and you are just a soldier. But now it's like, well, war of course has changed over time, but it's different. You can't compare the two games, even though they have the same name. They're nothing related. They're hardly even close to the same thing anymore. And I'm not going to say it's bad or good because there's people who love the old ones and there's people who love the new ones, and that's fine. But it changes drastically as the series goes on. So it's no longer saying one of these games in a bunch is not good anymore. It's I don't like all these new games because they're nothing like what they came from.
Or they're
You're
too
making
much like what they came.
You're making general remarks about a game because you can go into
Marks.
that those games are Call of Duty is made by two different companies switching back and forth.
But neither of the games they make are similar to what they used to be.
Right.
But I don't know. I still if you look at their track record, how many Call of Duties have there been?
Too many.
Like friggin' 12.
Too many.
12. So I mean, if you look at that arc compared to the arc of Assassin's Creed, the game dynamics, though they have shifted, are still pretty true to what they originally were. The way that they tell the story is still pretty close to the way that they still told the stories from the beginning. Like they haven't drifted at all. So you can make the assumption in the same as the same track as Call of Duty has. So you can make the assumption that one day they may drift, and at that point, then maybe I could say that the series should end. But I can't make that point right now because of their history. You look at that game and that game alone, not other games around it and what they've done.
All right. Nikki, I guess we'll talk.
Assassin's Creed.
Okay, you just agree with Assassin's Creed?
They just talked a lot, so I'm just confirming that Assassin's Creed. That's my
pick. So
one thing I like about Assassin's Creed. Sorry, man.
No, go for it.
One thing I like about Assassin's Creed is like as it keeps going, literally the only limitation with that would be like we've ran out of history to tell.
Yeah, well, that's the point.
Do anything.
Yeah,
I mean that's awesome.
Yeah.
And at that time, just fuck it, make up something.
Which they kind of did already.
I mean, yeah, it's alternate history.
Yeah.
But no, I love the Assassin's Creed games, and I will continue to play them for as long as they come out. And of course, there are other games that I want to never end, like Infamous, which I'm sure is what James thought I was going to say to begin with.
Absolutely.
But I do want to bring up one more game, because, and the reason I need to bring this up is because I feel like this is one game where the first game was great, the second game was wonderful, the third game was amazing. They're on an upward swing, and they've been on a continuous upward swing since the dawn of the series, and that is Uncharted.
Nope, third one sucks.
Nope, you're wrong. They all rock.
The best, in my opinion.
I just don't understand
it.
It's good. What's not to understand?
I'm not getting into this discussion again. If you want to hear this, just go back and listen to that old episode.
That old episode. Don't give him a number. Don't give him a topic.
Oh, okay. Of course, that was episode 37. Everybody knows that, Ben.
What episode was it, Ben? Just so the listeners have it to go and recollect.
Was I not here for this rant? I don't remember it.
You were. This was the one you and I really got into it.
Did we?
Yeah, about Uncharted 3?
Well, you're still wrong, because Uncharted rocks! Whoop! I'd still buy that one, too.
Are you looking it up, Ben? Do you not know?
No, it was under the game of the... It was the Game of the Year episode that we did in December, which was probably like episode 5 or 6.
It was so long ago.
Wow, that was a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Whatever.
Anyways. No, I think Uncharted is a series that shouldn't end either, and I'm super excited about Uncharted 4, and I'm absolutely A-okay with, that how many years are in between each game, because Naughty Dog just does an absolutely amazing job with their games.
Like, take as long as you need to make the game good. Don't just give me one every year because it's a good game, because then, I mean, not only every year are you going to get bombarded with all these games, but it's like, it might not be that great.
Weren't you just complaining about it like 3 episodes ago?
About what?
That they haven't released the date for it yet?
No, I complained that they released a trailer without a date.
Yeah,
I'm like, don't fucking do that to me.
Okay.
Wait longer and don't show me the fucking trailer. Show me the trailer in January if you're gonna release it in June or something. Like six months, okay? Give me 6 months to be excited, not 2.5 years.
For some reason, I thought you were saying something about it not coming out fast enough. So I was about to say, like, wait a second.
Take your time. I have a whole backlog of games right now that it's too hot to turn on more than one gaming console at a time to play them, so it's like I don't.
Well, I was going to say something, but then I lost it. Well, anyways, here's the thing I was going to say: is I don't think Uncharted should never end. And if it does go on forever, then of course they've got to like change out the main character because
Yeah,
absolutely.
So it's like after 4, give us a new character.
Nathan Drake and like, what's it gonna be? His kid? Like, I guess that's
you don't need that. You don't have to do anything with
offspring of
Nathan Drake at
another
all.
explorer.
I guess.
Or another explorer in another part of the universe.
I feel like the world that's built in Uncharted isn't strong enough to stand on its own without its already existing main cast. Because all it is it's modern day with some mythology or supernatural stuff thrown in. That's it. It's not like, oh well, Nathan's part of this guild of treasure hunters.
Who knows? In the 4th one, they may introduce a guild of treasure hunters.
That's true. That's true. And as much as I don't like 3, I'd be lying if I was saying I'm not excited for 4. You know, of course I'm excited for 4. I thought 1 and 2 were phenomenal. So.
I think as an extra life stretch goal, at like, I don't know, $250, James has to play through the entirety of Uncharted 3.
Yes.
I did. I've already beaten the game.
No. You have to do it again.
Smile on your face.
You have to do it within the 24-hour period of extra.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh my god.
With a permanent smile. I don't care if you carve it in like Joker.
Dumbbane for Nick. Hashtag Dumbbane for Nick.
I have to go listen to what the hell this is. I'm gonna get myself into.
You favorited it on Twitter.
I know. I didn't know what it was though. I haven't
Great, is
seen it.
you already agreed to it.
But she also tweeted. She's like, well, I'm going to go to the gym if I've got to do Dumbbane for Nikki. I was like, oh, so she knows what it is.
Shaved. So all I know is I think I'm dressing up as Bane retardedly. I don't know.
Nope, I can tell you. Go listen to the episode.
God damn it.
Okay.
If I had to go through an hour of listening to them go on and on and on.
I'll just skip to the end.
Hey, it was one of the best episodes ever. You shut your mouth.
It was good. I laughed a lot during that episode.
Yeah, Ben and I are some funny fucks.
Yeah, indeed. Let's move on. Let's talk about game series that should die. That should just absolutely be set out back and shot Old Yeller style.
Final Fantasy.
Kenny.
No.
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Kenny and I are on the same page today.
Oh my god. Like, I love that series to death. The older games are so amazing, but I
You
mean,
didn't mean until your death?
what?
You meant until
I don't know. James, I know you keep saying that the new one coming out is going to be good, but if it isn't, it needs to die.
Not being good. Like I'm not saying, oh well, 15's got to be good. You've seen the trailers and stuff for it, right? Like, I watched some of the recent released gameplay footage, and you can't change who you control. You can only play as the main character. You can swap out your supporting teammates, but I mean, and you can do combo moves with them and stuff, and like that's really cool. The things you can do. I was really hoping you could jump around and switch who you could be, but whatever.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
It has to be good. Like, it has to be good for Final Fantasy games to continue. Like, if it's not good, then say goodbye to Final Fantasy on the console. It's going to become mobile games only. Because the last Final Fantasy game that actually came out was Final Fantasy Type 0, which was for the Vita. Which is supposed to be an incredible game. And then they're releasing it on the PS4, and it's coming out next summer with the demo for Final Fantasy 15. And I'm pumped, super excited for that, because I go on the Final Fantasy subreddit, and all people ever say about Type 0 is that it's a fantastic game. Surprisingly, on that subreddit, there's a lot of people who love 13 and the 13 series, and for the life of God, I cannot understand that, but whatever. I mean, so if there's people who are still fans of the recent stuff, they'll keep making it if it's making money. So if we keep making money, we're not saying goodbye to Fantasy. And we're not going to say goodbye to Final Fantasy for a nice long time, if ever. All right? It makes them money. Why would they ever stop making the games?
Yeah, but it does. It is a series that needs to die.
I would. Because if 15's not like a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 quality game, then I'll agree with you. Yeah, it needs to go away.
I'd have shot it after 13.
I don't know. There's nothing more that you can really say on the subject. I feel like we've talked about Final Fantasy so much that
we'll see what happens when the next couple games come out.
Yeah.
I feel a bet coming on.
I'll have to play Type 0. I haven't played that, so
I'll just wait for the PS4 version.
All right. So both Nikki and Kenny agree once again, which this episode's getting kind of
Weird.
weird. Yeah.
I disagree with you.
Shocking. A game series that I think really needs to be taken out to pasture is Sonic the Hedgehog. When was the last good Sonic game?
Sonic Colors, which was like 2 years ago.
You're wrong, James.
Sonic on the Sega.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, this is
when it went into 3D.
Yeah. Essentially, that's what we're saying. Is it's been a completely different game, and what I want to know is what makes it different than Mario. Why do people still want to play Mario, but yet anytime a new Sonic game comes out, everyone groans?
Because it's about Sonic is all about like the speed.
Mm-hmm.
And whereas Mario is more about the slow-paced fun, and then they've thrown in great social and community aspects into it, and great supporting cast, or a lot of fun characters. Sonic is just like all of a sudden there's all these people. You're like, who the hell are these people? What's going on? There's a comic book and there's canon shit and what's going on. And when you make like the speed everything, it makes it very complicated and hard to track yourself in a 3D environment. One little thing's gonna screw you up, and you're gonna have no idea what's going on. And then on top of that, a lot of people who made the game just did a terrible, terrible job with them.
It's something I don't understand. It's like it could be a fun game still. Just like go back to its roots a little bit. People do still play 2D side-scrolling platformers. You could make it even a puzzle game, and have the speed be part of the puzzles. You know?
I don't know.
I don't know. They really need to stop making those games so they can focus on other things.
Yeah.
Because that's a series that should go away. James, what series do you think should go away?
I mean, for me, the obvious answer would be Call of Duty / Battlefield.
Yeah.
I really don't feel like they've not really done much from game to game to really enhance or improve the gameplay, and it's just cashing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I switch from game to game mainly is because that's what everybody else is doing, and after a while...
You don't want to be left on an empty server.
Yeah, empty server that's not being maintained well, and you're like, well, I might as well get the new game so I can actually enjoy playing again.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of games that I feel, I mean, as much as I am against, like, digital stuff, like, those should be released, like, digital only, and they should be done, like, update packs and stuff like that. Like every 2 years or something, we've got cool updates for you here for $5 or something. Buy it. Here's some new guns. Here's some new maps. Here's some new cool stuff. But it's like there's just
like
so much.
Go the PC route. Update the textures every year or so.
But that doesn't make money.
Yeah.
True.
It saves money in development.
People have to stop buying the game in order for them to stop making it. So as long as all these people that only play Call of Duty and that's all they get psyched for, and I have those friends that only play Call of Duty and that's all they get psyched for, like, as long as they keep buying it, they're going to keep making it, unfortunately. And
which is another thing. It's like I wish they could use that money towards new things.
Yeah.
Although I am glad that they get this money and they can put out these other games that's not going to make them as much money, like Activision with Destiny, or publishers like that, or EA with Dragon Age and such.
That's another game that I used to think should end, but then as they showed stuff for the one that's coming out, I was like, okay, let's see what you got going with this, because this one actually looks good. Because 2...
You had my interest, but now you have my attention.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how I put it.
Yeah. No, I love the Dragon Age games. I know I'm in a minority when I say I even liked Dragon Age 2. It was just a very different game.
Yeah.
I never played 2.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Kenny.
Yeah.
I've never played any of them.
So, real quick, let's jump into the series that we want to either... let's say a series that needs to continue that hasn't had an installment in a while, or like a series reboot, or something along those lines. James.
Pick me. Oh, I've got the answer that's going to surprise everyone.
Is it Fallout?
No, it's Half-Life.
Half-Life.
Oh.
For goddamn sake, I want this game. I've wanted it for so long.
He's gonna cry.
And everybody's saying, "Oh, it'll never happen," because the hype has been so built up for it that they'll never. I was like, when has Valve ever backed down from a challenge? That's
Right now, James.
Yep.
apparently.
Make you cry
Apparently.
on air. They want
I
to
don't
see
like
you
it.
do it.
Why would Gaben do this to me? Go to someone else.
Okay. I would like to point out that a game that we really need to see another one of that I absolutely love is Fallout.
Absolutely. Oh
I mean,
God, yes, please.
After Fallout 3, I feel like Fallout 3 was so good. There needs to be another one.
Yeah.
3 was great, but 4 was eh.
You mean
There
New
were
Vegas?
so many people though that loved New Vegas.
Yeah, I hear more people talk about how much they love New Vegas rather than 3.
Yeah, yeah,
Really?
same here. But I want a new one. I want a new one so bad. And we were taunted a lot at the beginning of this year with that fake website that came out.
I don't
What
recall.
fake? Oh, I never heard about that.
We talked about it on the show.
Did we?
It's been a while.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a website that came out that said it was a Bethesda website, and it had the background of like those warning screens for like nuclear attack or whatever.
Mhm.
And it said in this amount of time there will be an announcement. And everybody on Reddit was going crazy over this thing. And then when the countdown finished, it was just this isn't Bethesda's site.
Oh.
It was one of the biggest trolls in internet history, and it was really, really sad. Nikki,
That sucks.
Yes.
what series do you want?
Portal.
Ah, thank God. I'm glad
I
somebody
need-
said it.
I need another Portal. There's only been 2, and they're so short of games. I just need another because
She said like GLaDOS? My God, that was weird.
I know.
Here's the thing with
I love
Portal.
it.
That if they made another one, and we talked about it before, and it said it was like they can't do it right. So it was like if anybody could do this right, it would be Valve. The way 2 ends, they've written themselves in a way where it's like you can't do a sequel. But if anyone could, it would be Valve, and they would do it.
Just let me play as the
Incredible
two
way.
robots.
Yeah, just let me play it. Yeah, that's right. Give me
Yeah,
just
more
more
DLC
platform
for the-
thingies
more
to do
co-op
because they're
DLC.
fun.
That's fine. Like they've come out with co-op DLC.
No, I just want another game. Like they can do it. There's a story back there that I want to know more about, and it needs to come out. So,
I also wouldn't
or
mind
take
a
us back in the
reboot.
day when Aperture was like a working place.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like see all and like the downfall of Aperture right before the destruction that we went through.
Like
That would
GLaDOS
be
took
so
over.
cool.
That's it. Actually, that's good.
Oh, my
Wait,
God.
Am I right?
What's wrong with this
You
episode?
need to write Valve, Nikki.
You're agreeing with each other
James-
now.
James
is
was
agreeing
wrong
with
twice,
Nikki.
and I'm right tonight. Yes.
What
You
was
need
the
to
second time I was wrong?
you need to write Valve, Nikki.
I swear to God, if you say
I
it wrong,
know.
because I think Uncharted 3 was bad.
That is.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong. Anyway, I'm right now. Yes, another Portal, and I would be very excited. It's like that's one of my very top 5 all-time favorite games. Assassin's Creed, Uncharted, Portal are like 3 of my all-time favorite games ever. So.
I agree wholeheartedly with that.
Yes.
Kenny,
Yes.
what series do you want to be rebooted? Come on.
Not rebooted, but hopefully continuing, at least finishing, and like giving us a solid ending, which would be Kingdom Hearts. Because
I mean, that is coming out. We know it's
Yeah,
coming.
Kenny.
no, we don't. they have not-
They announced it.
Yes, they do.
They announced it, but have they set a date?
No,
No.
but
they have not set a
they're
date
like-
yet.
the
And how long
the,
have we been waiting for a date?
the head
How
of
long have they pushed it off, telling us a date that they said that they were going to tell
the
us a
project
date
lead
and
of
they
Final Fantasy
haven't?
15 has left that game to go work on Kingdom Hearts 3.
I will believe that they're coming out with a Kingdom Hearts 3 when they release a date and I see a cover and a trailer for it. And until then,
Okay.
On
because
ridiculousrants.com.
well, no, because like how long has it been since 2? Like it's been so
Fucking
long.
time.
How can
they,
you?
they skipped the PS3, Xbox 360 generation.
They
They
did.
did.
Big
And
mistake
it's like-
on their part.
So that's why I will not believe it until I see it.
Have you played any of the handheld games?
No, because well,
Yes.
I played
Oh
which
my
one
God.
was it?
They're
I
so
forget
good.
I forget the name of it, but it
Dream Drop
followed
Distance?
somebody that I didn't care about. There's a character that I've never seen before.
Was it the his nobody?
Yeah. Like, it's just I don't.
That was a slow game.
I played that and I was like, I
It was
don't.
fun, but it was slow. Yeah, no, you need to play the one for the PSP.
Yeah, I was going to say that you can get it on the virtual store on the Vita and play it.
Okay,
It is the best one, Kenny. It is so good, and it adds so much more to the world that they've made, and it's going to be very, very important when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. Like, Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to come out, and they're going to have a bunch of either like explanations or cutscenes to explain all these characters that they've added in and all of this lore and crap that's now important. And
That was Birth by Sleep, right? James?
Say what? Yeah,
That was
Birth
Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep was so
What's
good.
it? Birth by Sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right,
And
I'll have
the
to play
Kingdom
that.
Hearts 2.5 HD is coming out, and that's going to have
All
Birth
of
by
them.
Sleep, like a video recap of the mobile game that was out, recoded, and then I think 365 by 2 days, something like that. So
I've been meaning to play 2 for the longest time because
Okay.
1 was really fun. G bribed me to play it, but 2 is I need to play it.
2
I'll
changed a
definitely-
little bit. The plot's better. The combat
Yeah.
changed a little bit, but it's fun. It's still very fun.
So,
All right.
but yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
I mean, if you play these games, you're like, okay, they definitely have a direction they're going with this.
Yeah.
And then Dream Drop Distance, the one that came out in the 3DS, that's about Sora and Riku, and what happens immediately after Kingdom Hearts 2.
Mm.
And that was also
Okay.
really good.
I can't play that because I don't have a 3DS, but I'll have to look that one up.
Okay.
Alrighty. Should we
Oh, I know what's coming.
move on to the news quiz?
Yes.
Is
do it.
everyone ready for the news quiz?
Are
Yep.
you ready for this?
Renee,
So, Kenny,
Ben,
you were the only one that joined me last week.
I was.
You made last week's episode happen.
I did.
Can I just say that I compared my answers to Kenny's and I beat him in trivia?
No one believes it, James. So continue.
Can we
Ben.
just say that Kenny and I have been agreeing all night, and we can also agree that I just automatically win this week?
No. Continue, Ben.
Damn it.
I am going to let you choose your first question.
Okay.
Okay? You get to choose either a Netflix question, a Gotham question,
Okay.
or a 007 question.
I'll go with a Netflix question.
Netflix question?
Yes.
Okay. Kenny, Netflix landed a 4-movie exclusive deal with what comedian this week? Is it A, Jim Gaffigan, B, Louis C.K., C, Adam Sandler, or D, Kevin Hart?
Going to have to say Adam Sandler.
Kenny, Netflix landed a 4-movie exclusive deal with Adam Sandler.
Really?
That means 4 new Adam Sandler movies, just what the
I don't-
world needs.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, that was kind of my response to that as
You are
well.
unfortunately right.
Yeah.
What is it gonna? What kind of level?
Even Netflix wouldn't think this is a good idea.
Oh man, I mean, good for them. It might actually end up being pretty awesome. And
And that's what means.
If I were them, I would have gone with one of your other answers though.
oh yeah, absolutely.
They
But
have a new deal
CK.
with Chelsea Handler too. They're going to be releasing comedy specials with Chelsea and a new talk show, which I'm really excited
That's gonna
about.
be awesome. I like Chelsea Handler.
that, and they're going to be releasing Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon sequel,
Yeah.
day and date with theaters.
That's pretty cool.
That is
That is-
pretty amazing.
That is.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Awesome for them.
Kenny,
Yes.
should James get a Star Trek question, a 007 question, or a Lego Batman question? Oh, just kidding, not the Lego Batman question. That's our bonus question. Or a book turned movie question.
Book turned movie question.
Book turned movie. James, what book turned movie series is to be revived with short films on Facebook? Is it A, Harry Potter, B, Lord of the Rings, C. Aragon, or D. Twilight?
Ah. Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, I know I would have heard about it. I really feel like I would have.
Would you have, though?
Yeah.
Would you?
Question. And Aragon seems like too much of a bait answer. What was the last choice?
Twilight.
Yeah, I'm not choosing that one. 'Cause if it is Twilight, then I'm done. I'm done.
Done with what, James?
He's
done.
Just done.
See, to make that more convincing, you should have just ripped out your mic, stood up, started
Drop the mic,
walking
walk away.
I'm done. Can't do it anymore.
So, James,
so I'm gonna go with Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
I hope.
James, Facebook struck a deal with Lionsgate Studios. They are going to be doing a series of short films co-produced by author Stephanie Meyer,
Uh-huh.
the writer of the Twilight series.
Okay.
Yay.
Oh, God
Yeah.
damn.
Oh. And James is gone. I hope he comes back because I was going to let him choose Nikki's question.
He got up and walked away.
Yeah,
He left
just
us back.
disconnected himself from the chat.
That's great. I love it.
Alrighty. So, okay, good.
There he is.
Is back. James, I just want you to know that I am so glad you did that, because that was hilarious.
He
So,
doesn't
James.
care. He's just-
No, he doesn't. He's
He's
done.
so sad.
Remember?
He's so stricken with grief.
All right.
Why?
James.
Why?
I don't know, James. I didn't make these decisions.
Yes, you did.
You're right. I did, actually. So, James,
What?
should Nikki get the 007 question, Shadows of Middle-earth question, or Star Trek question?
Which one do you want, Nikki?
I'm probably not very good with any of them, so it's a pretty good chance I'll fail.
Give her Star Trek.
Star Trek. Okay. Nikki.
Yeah.
Which Star Trek TV series actor is said to join the screen for the third
Oh.
Abrams Star Trek? Is it A, William Shatner, B, George Takei, C, DeForest Kelley, or D, Nichelle Nichols?
I thought it's pronounced Decay.
Did I say Takei?
Yeah.
You did say
I
Takei.
meant to say Takei.
Which ones? I'm really bad at Star Trek original stuff. Which ones are the last two? What characters did they play?
DeForest Kelley is Bones, and Nichelle Nichols is Uhura.
I'm gonna go with Takai.
You're going to say George Takei.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Nikki,
I'm wrong, huh?
I'm honestly surprised that you didn't go with William Shatner, because that is the correct answer.
Oh, really? I thought that was too obvious.
Yeah.
That's
How
why
do
they
you guys
picked
feel
him.
about this?
What?
How do you guys feel about this?
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, no.
Well, I think it might be interesting.
No,
Thank
just
you,
no.
Kenny.
They're gonna ruin it. I don't like Shatner and the way
reason I
he
don't
talks.
like it is because it plays into too much already like time travel crap.
Yeah,
Which is like, all right, well, so do something different.
time travel. I think you mean dimensional traveling, right?
Whatever.
I thought they'd have that
Or I
clip.
guess they were time traveling.
They did it. I think they should move on to something like a different gimmick. I guess it was already amazing when
Spock.
Leonard
Leonard
Nimoy showed
Nimoy?
up.
Yeah, I agree.
Despite how implausible it was for the characters to bump into each other, I was like, whatever. I'm not gonna let that bother me. I'm just gonna enjoy the movie.
Yeah, well, they wrapped it up, kind of.
And I hate the
In
fact
their
that
own
they're
way.
like they're saying that like the new Captain Kirk looks like Shatner because Chris Pine does not look like Shatner. He just doesn't. And Chris
young
Pine's
Shatner?
just cute.
I mean, they tried to make him look like a younger version of
Shatner,
Kirk.
young or old, is not cute. It just makes me mad.
So, I mean, they didn't say that he's in it though. They said that he's been approached.
No, I think it was confirmed. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure he was confirmed.
He's doing Travelocity, not Travelocity.
Priceline.
What is it? Priceline commercial.
Priceline. With Kaylee. With
I'm pretty
Casey
sure he's gonna
Kukow
take it.
or whatever her name is. The girl from Big Bang.
Yeah, Kaylee Cuoco.
Kaylee Cuoco, yeah.
However you say her name. What? Cuoco.
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 Coco.
Coco.
You want a cup of hot Cuoco?
I do want a cup of Cuoco.
More than one way.
You go, Glen Coco.
Oh my god, that would be a fantastic Halloween costume if that was your last name! You just dress up as a mug. No?
Fair enough, Nikki.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Nikki,
Yeah.
should Kenny get Shadow of Middle-earth question, 007 question, or Gotham question?
Middle-earth.
Wow, you really want him to have that Gotham question, don't you?
Well, we're on the last 3 questions, so... I'm sorry.
The Shadow one. Whatever
I'll
that one
go.
is.
Shadows of Mordor? Or, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Shadows of...
Shadows.
Shadows.
Yeah.
She
Kenny?
wants me to lose.
Shadows of Middle-earth has a pretty awesome Easter egg from another WB property. What WB property is it? Is it A, Harry Potter, B, Batman, C, Superman, or D, Green Lantern?
Kenny, if I could, I fell for Harry Potter last time. I would.
Harry Potter's always a trick.
I have an answer to which I think it is, and I have an answer what I want it to be.
Tell me what you want it to
Go
be.
with the beard.
I would love it to be Green Lantern,
Shocking.
but I don't think it is Green Lantern because I love Green Lantern, but I've got to say, why the fuck would anybody put a Green Lantern an Easter egg in something? So I'm gonna have to go with Harry Potter.
Kenny.
What did I just tell you?
Shadows of Middle-earth has a pretty awesome Easter egg in it from another WB property, and believe it or not, it is Green Lantern.
No!
I'm just kidding. It's not Green Lantern. But it's also not Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It is Batman. They have
Uh,
a creature in it that is possessed by a man-bat persona that preys on the fear of its enemies.
So it's Scarecrow?
Or Batman, because he also plays on the fear of his enemies. And there we go. So far, Kenny is still in the lead. You guys have a chance to tie him. Nikki,
Yeah.
what question should James get next? Should it be 007 or Gotham? Keep in mind, whichever one you choose for him, you're getting the other one.
He can have 007.
He can have 007.
I figured this was a bad one to give him, though.
don't give it to him. No.
James,
You know what, Kenny? You could have solved all of this by telling me I was the winner in the beginning, but you ruined it.
James
Gotham
is rumored to do the song for the next 007 movie. Is it A, Alicia Keys, B, Rihanna, C, Katy Perry, or D, Lady Gaga?
I'm going to go with Alicia Keys because all other of those answers hurt me inside.
Wouldn't Alicia Keys make an awesome opening credit sequence for 007?
Yeah.
Oh, Lee is telling me she did make an opening sequence for 007.
Alicia Keys?
Alicia Keys, yeah. Unfortunately, it is not the next 007 movie that she is doing. In fact, that would be.
Rihanna.
I just don't leave. No, James.
I swear to God, if you say Lady Gaga, I will.
No, it's not Lady
Let's
Gaga.
get this going.
It's Rihanna, or the rumor is that it's Rihanna.
He's about to have a heart attack over there, Ben.
I can't accept this. I can't come to accept this.
Bye, James.
But if Lady Gaga,
he's gonna
it's
have
not.
an aneurysm.
I don't have to think about it because it's not.
Oh, Alicia Keys did the opening for Quantum of Solace.
Oh.
Oh,
Her and Jack White.
Oh.
cool.
Alrighty, Nikki.
Oh, God.
What infamous villain from Batman will be played by Nicholas D'Agosto in Gotham?
I really thought you were about to say Nicolas Cage, and I was like,
My God.
I would have shot myself if any of the villains played by him.
Nikki, is it going to be A, the Joker, B, Two-Face, C, Ra's al Ghul, or D, Victor Zsasz?
B.
You're going to go with B?
Yeah.
B is Two-Face. Nikki, Nicholas D'Agosto is going to be Two-Face. Harvey Dent. Nah, he's probably not going to be Two-Face. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that because Harvey Dent and Bruce Wayne are supposed to kind of be buddy-buddy, and Nicholas D'Agosto, a little older than the Bruce Wayne character.
Who is he?
Are you sure about that?
Am I sure about
it? The same age.
Really? Are they? Yeah. Okay.
What I'm thinking, like with Gotham, they're probably going to go in the same direction. Have you ever seen the TV show Merlin, the BBC show?
I love that show. Oh my god.
I feel like it's going to turn into something like that, where it's very similar to lore but different.
For those of you who don't know, Nicholas D'Agosto was, I believe, the main character in that Fired Up movie. And he's in Masters of Sex, that TV series that's actually kind of popular.
Who's he in? Who is he playing Masters of Sex?
Dr. Ethan Haas.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I can see him. I can see him as a Harvey Dent, but.
Yeah. We'll see. Like I said, I'm cautiously cautiously optimistic about it. Are you guys ready?
They're only 2 years. Yeah, they're only 2 years apart.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. See how it goes. Anyways, are you guys ready for the video bonus question? No, it's not a video bonus question. It's just a regular bonus question. Remember, essentially, whoever gets this question right is really the one that wins. Otherwise, Nikki and Kenny are tied.
Woo! Tied.
Which means I win.
Nope, I win.
You guys are getting a comeback champ over here.
So, this question, guys, is a free answer question. There is no multiple choice here.
Oh, shit.
Okay? But there are a total of 4 hints. Okay? I will read you the question. If you know the answer to the question then, go ahead and raise your hand and let me know if you know the answer. If multiple of you think you know the answer, then we'll move on. All right? Does this sound fair? If none of you know the answer from my initial reading of the question, I will give you one of the 4 hints.
All right.
All right? What die-hard Batman fan will be immortalized in Lego Batman 3? Does anyone think they know the answer to this question?
Yes, I do.
Nikki knows the answer to this question.
Yep.
Nikki! Kenny or James, do either of you know the answer to the question?
Go, Nikki.
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith is the correct answer. Kevin Smith is going to be a playable character in Lego Batman 3.
Woo! I win. I win. Suck it. Suck it. Do I win?
No. You win my love and adoration for the week.
Yes, I won. Happy birthday, man. I won that for you.
Joke's on you, Nikki. Nobody wanted that anyways.
I remember seeing this on Reddit.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. He makes an adorable Lego.
He does, actually.
He'd make a fat little Lego.
Hey, he's lost quite a bit of weight. He looks pretty good.
Yeah, but that'd be adorable.
Fun fact for those who didn't know, I'm sure at least Nikki knew. Did you know that Kevin Smith has a daughter named Harley Quinn?
I didn't know that, but that's badass.
What?
I didn't know that.
How dare you not know the names of other
I don't
people's
follow
children?
Kevin Smith religiously. I follow Batman religiously.
Okay. But yeah, so that's it. Guys, it's been another ridiculous night. Remember, you can follow us all on Twitter. Nikki is at HarleyQuinn103. Kenny is at Kenneth Scott H. I almost said your PSN name. And James is at Ser_Capelli. That's SER_CAPELLI. The only Twitter handle that I need to spell every week. And my Twitter handle is at Ben Riddick. You can follow the podcast at RiddickulousRT. Be sure to keep up to date on the latest news at www.nkrn.org. And don't forget, #DumbBane for Nikki. We need $1,000, and Nikki's going to do it. She doesn't know what it is,
I'll figure it out by tonight.
but she's going to do it. Okay? Also, this show goes live every Sunday at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Be sure to join us at www.nkrn.org/podcast live. Guys, it has been another ridiculous night. And remember, you can't spell ridiculous without Riddick.